Hi there everybody. So in today's video I have this Toyota Verso 2014. I'm going to be changing the oil and the oil filter. This is a 1.8 petrol automatic. This is my filter, the one I'm going to be using, Blueprint ADD 62109. This is a paper filter, and we need to remove it from underneath, and also basically that's kind of what it looks like. So to remove the filter housing or the filter cover, we need one of these, and you can find these on Amazon or eBay, anywhere on the internet. Just a search for a Toyota oil filter remover tool or socket, and this will come up. So before I get the car up, I'm going to pull the dipstick here and also open this. I'm just going to leave it there and this one just open. Okay, now I'll get the car up and we'll drain the oil and change the filter from underneath. So looking at the car from underneath, to gain access to the drain plug and the filter, we just need to remove these clips here. You basically undo the center with the Phillips, and then this should pop out. But you're gonna find that when you turn the center, it just rotates and it doesn't come out. So if you can get something in between and pull it out, that's the only way to do it, because I always find that the center keeps turning. Now the filter, it's there, and the drain plug is just here. So I'm gonna tackle that now. Okay, so you can swing this cover all the way back, and there's a hole in here, and there's another little hole in the cover at the back, and you can put one of your clips in there and it will hold this cover open, so you can work on this area. With a 14 milli we can open this. Just crack that open and get an oil pan so you can catch the oil. And just remember, if the engine's been running, the oil can be very hot, so just be careful not to get burnt. You can always wait for the car to cool down a little bit, but obviously if it's a bit warm, the oil will flow a little bit easier and faster. Okay, the sun plugs come out. Just note the washer is remaining there, so we need to remove that washer. So I'm gonna let that drain for 15 minutes or so, and then we can tackle the filter in the meantime. So some oil will come out from that filter cover as well. Just note how that fits. It fits nicely into place. And then we can open that. It should hopefully not be too tight. If the car is being regularly serviced, that will not be too tight. Okay, it's gone out flying. So make sure your oil pan is also sitting a little bit under that filter, so you can catch whatever oil comes out of there. Okay, so we can let that drain for a little while and then we'll come back to it. So this filter should just, you should be able to just pull it out of there, and you can dispose of that. Some of these cars have a slightly different system, so in your oil filter kit you might find something like this, and you might also find 2 O-rings. Now in this particular case we're only going to use one of the O-rings, this one. I'm not going to be using this one or that, but on some of these you can basically you can open the center of the back of this cap and drain the oil, and that sort of saves making a mess. But this particular one doesn't have that sort of system, and as a result we don't need the extra O-ring. So I'm just gonna give this a little clean and then we'll put our new parts on. Okay, so I just gave that a clean. Also, this you need to remove the old O-ring, which is gonna be in this groove here. I've already removed it because I'm only I need my 2 hands to get that off. You can dispose of that, and then you have obviously your new O-ring, which you can put in there. I'll be doing that in a minute. And also some plug bolt here. I put a new copper washer in there, and the old washer, as I said, is sitting in there, so you just make sure you take it out. So that's come off. Just cleaning the area a little bit there. So, gonna get this O-ring in there. I think I might need my 2 hands for this, to be honest. Okay, kind of got it in there. Just get it to the correct groove down there. That's it. Then just gonna put a little bit of multi-purpose grease around that O-ring, just so when we get this back on, we screw it back on, that O-ring will slide nicely and won't get any rips that can cause any oil leaks. You can use a bit of the oil that you're gonna put in the car as well, and get your filter, just push it in there. That's it. Now we're pretty much ready to get this back in here. So I always like to screw this on by hand a little bit, as much as I can, and then we can use the socket, but these only go to about 25 Newton meters or so, not a lot of force. If you have a torque wrench, you can use it. I haven't got a torque wrench, so I'm not going to be using one, but I've done many of these, so I don't need a torque wrench. Now got my sun plug bolt here. And I can see somebody put a bit of paint in here, so we can get the side of the paint there to match this end. So again, these don't really require much force. That's about it. A little bit more. Again, this only these are tightened to up to 20 Newton meters. Really depends on the car, but it's no more than that, and that is not a lot of force, as I said. Okay, now I'm gonna just close these, put the clips, and then we'll get the car back down. I'm gonna clean these bits where there is a bit of oil, just so next time when we do the service we don't think there is an oil leak somewhere. So, and also we can monitor, obviously, if we do get an oil leak. So make sure it's nice and clean. Okay, so now we're ready to top up some oil. I'm gonna be using 5W30, and the manual says this engine takes 4.2 liters, so I'm gonna put 4.2, and then we're gonna have a look at the dipstick here. I'm just gonna pour that oil in there. Just need a little bit more here. So now we can check the dipstick. If you look at your manual, it will explain to you how the dipstick marks are worked out. But basically, there's two dots here. This dot here is the minimum. This one here is the maximum. Now I put 4.2 liters. It might show the oil is a little bit above that, but the reason is that some of the oil will go into the oil filter housing, and then it will drop to the max. But it only goes into the oil filter housing after you run the engine. But in this case, I just want to make sure I have the correct amount. So you can just about see there. That is showing to be just above the max mark, which is okay, is expected. And now I'm going to run the engine. Let it run for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna switch it off. Okay, so got the engine off now. Gonna clean this here and you should really let it settle down for a few minutes before you check this. Make sure the car is in a flat surface as well, to check for the correct amount. Ideally, you can leave it standing all night and then check the oil in the morning, but I haven't got the time to do that if I want to finish the video today. But roughly we can see, you can just about see there, the oil is now exactly at the max dot there. A little bit difficult to see, but you can just see the shiny bit there. And I'm happy with that. That's basically what we expect to get. The quantities are correct, and I mean, if you haven't got your manual, you can fill up your oil by checking on the dipstick if you don't know how many liters you need to put in. So you can gradually start with 3 liters and see where you are. And that's it. So hope this video helps. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.